So I think it is very clear to most people that this game has come down to two European teams. So we'll see. We've got the juggernaut that the Germans are leading. Germany is leading Austria and Rome, and Germany's just really, really kind of just sheer strength. And then a very kind of, I think, a very balanced team with the Ottomans and Poland and Russia. They all have, I think, an equal amount of power. So we'll see who ends up winning. So I promised you guys we'd check over the info edX, and I think we're probably not going to see that many. I don't think we're going to see that drastic of a difference since the last time we checked. I think last time we checked it was about 125 turns ago. So I'm expecting to see Germany on top of these categories in just about everything. So Germany's at 17 million population. Then it's Poland. That's really, really scary. This is the very scary number because Poland is going to be the first civ, I think, out of the Russian, Ottoman, Polish team to fall. Out of the Eastern European allies, this is the team to fall, I think. So that would be 10 million. Well, let's think probably about 5 million because half of those people are going to die. So that's 5 million going to Germany. That's 23 million people. Next would be the Ottomans. So things to keep in mind. I guess also the Canadians could fall. So, you know, lots of population along the German border. That's scary. That's very, very scary. Okay, so crop yield's going to go to Germany. Then it's the Ottomans, China, Russia, and the Inca. Manufactured goods. This is why Germany has been, I think, so successful as of recently, is because they're able to manufacture pretty much anything they want. Wonders, units, buildings. They've been able to do it all. So that's been a really big deal. GNP goes to Germany, twice as much as the second place person, almost. Maybe not twice as much, but yeah, nearly twice as much. Land area is Germany, then the Ottomans, and China. Military manpower, bam, Germany at so much strength. But the thing is, I mean, even Rome is very high on this list. That's the crazy part. With 150,000, Rome very high. Even though they lost their capital, which was a big deal, that's still very crazy. Anyways, let's check on technologies. So there's a clear technology advantage that Germany, Austria, and Rome are having. Then it's just Korea and China. Poland, Russia, the Ottomans, 2 techs behind the Central European powers. Then there's a huge drop-off in technology. Very big drop-off. The Mayans and the Inca have fallen behind. So has America and Canada. The Ottomans, and this might be because I'm pretty sure, and I'd like to know your guys' opinion, but I'm pretty sure it gets harder to research technologies when you don't have all of your team members a part of the game still. I think when you're down to 2 civs, you fall behind. If you lose one member, you're going to fall behind technology. That's another reason why I think it'd be better to do teams of 2 instead of teams of 3. But I'm still, I'm just posing like all sorts of different questions. Germany's at 15 cities. The Ottomans are at 12. I think that's all we really need to look at. Wonders, the Incas still have 9. Germany's at 7. The Mayans have fallen behind in terms of the wonder game, but still kind of interesting. So what do we need to see here? Well, first of all, every other civ besides here's one thing. I think one way, because we just realized that if you eliminate one member of the team, the other members will fall behind in technology. So someone needs to do something about Austria. And the only ones that can do that are really the Inca and the Zulu, I think. This is the best place to attack the Germans. Luckily for the Inca and the Zulu is they have no stakes in what Germany does at the moment. Germany is too far away for them to have an impact. So those are things to keep in mind. That's one thing. This region needs to consolidate. That's the other thing that needs to happen. The Inca, the Chinese, somebody needs to take over this region. That's for sure. If the Russians want to have a chance at maybe taking on Germany and Rome at the same time, they need to go after the Mayans, and they need to take these cities. They should have taken it a long time ago, but they didn't do it. So that's another thing that alliance needs to absolutely have happen. The Ottomans have a lot of kind of cherry picker cities. Cherry picker cities, as in like there's a lot of cities that are completely out in the open that they can easily grab. Like all of Songhai they could destroy, all of America they could destroy. Those are things that I think the Ottomans could grab, maybe 5 cities very quickly. Cristo Redentor has been built by Bismarck. So yeah, those are things that the Ottomans can do right now. Now, right now, the Ottomans and Poland are at war with Canada. Yes, we just checked over the technology, so that's fine. We can skip over that. Canada should be kind of worried, especially if they focus too heavily on their war to the north, because the Ottomans will attack them from the south. I have no doubt that they would. Nobody feels threatened by Canada because Canada is down to pretty much just themselves. So that is kind of an unfortunate part. So this is big. The Inca and the Zulu are in fact working together. In fact, working together somewhat here. The Austrians did bring in reinforcements, but boom, Busan has fallen. Even though Austria has a technology advantage, this is still a big deal. The Ottomans have denounced China. We'll see. I think the Austrians can take this back potentially. No, they didn't. We'll see if they can defend themselves. They're going to try. And do the Austrians have anything else in terms of things they can build in Vienna? I mean, they don't really have any, in terms of military, they don't really have much else. But the problem is, I think the Inca are distracted. I mean, they don't necessarily have to destroy Austria, but they need to bring down Austria. They need to take Austria's capital, for one. They need to destroy and bring them to, like, one city. I don't know off the top of my head if the natives are at war with the African powers. Science funding and world ideology, autocracy. We should check on that. We haven't checked the ideologies. It's pretty much just autocracy and order, and I have not chosen, but mainly autocracy, so that will probably pass. Whoops, I did not mean to click there, but that's okay. How many civs are we down to? We've seen a lot of nations destroyed as of the last few videos. It's been kind of pretty much insanity. Yep, this is the Germans going after Canada. I can almost guarantee you that, and that is going to be bad because the Zulu will probably have a new border. I do think, geez, I don't even know. Are the Inca and the Zulu at war? I don't know, but there's going to be a race for Vienna. This is what they need. So what needed to happen is somewhat happening here. How's Canada doing? Canada is facing a Polish threat. They might be going after Quebec City. Poland is for sure going after Quebec City. And yep, the Germans will be going to war. The Germans will very soon be going to war. The thing is, that doesn't really affect Austria at all. Ah, they retreated. What are you doing? So I think they are fighting each other. And that's part of the issue. They're all kind of fighting each other here. When the longer Austria stays alive, the least likely. Oh, so the Inca are no longer going to be going after Austria. It will be down just to the Zulu. The Zulu are behind in technology, so that's not good. Yeah, that is not good. China needs to do something. Remember how powerful China started off this campaign as? They started off really, really powerful. But they need to do something more. Maybe the Polish are just going to go straight after Ottawa. Which might not be bad. Where are the Germans at? Or, you know what? The Germans might be going after the Zulu. This might be an attack on the Zulu to defend Austria. Oh, I think that's what's happening. Oh my gosh. Bismarck is going to launch a huge attack. But hopefully Rome pulls them down into another war. I'm thinking they will. I'm not hopefully. I mean, I want to keep this campaign kind of balanced somewhat. Oh, the Mayans are launching a sneak attack on their own, or of their own. I want to keep this campaign balanced somewhat, so I don't want to see Germany, Rome, and Austria run away with it. But I don't know. I don't exactly know when I'm going to end this campaign either. It depends. It really depends. So if Germany pretty much takes over half the world in, a pretty short amount of time, then yeah, we'll end it around turn 500. If not, if there's still a campaign going, I'd love to go to turn 600. If it's really fun, then we can keep going. We've moved through this campaign extremely fast. That's going to be fun. We've moved through this campaign really, really, really fast. So that's been great. I wouldn't even mind going further than we've ever gone before in an AI-only battle if it's still entertaining. So I don't want to throw out a number like this, but I wouldn't mind going to turn 700 because we're doing like 30 turns per video. So anyways, science funding, Canada and the embargo of I'm sorry, Canada's trying to enact science funding, and the embargo of Canada is being proposed by China. Yeah, this is really, really not good. I don't know if the Zulu realize what's going to happen. By Austria. What did they take? Shock has been captured by Austria. Something. Oh, this city down here. Okay, I get you. Oh man, oh man. Yep, this is not good. That is not good. And Quebec City is under siege by the Polish. Canada, I don't see surviving for much longer. You know what? What they need to do, well, let's see. If the Ottomans were to declare war on the Germans right now, they might have success because they have a huge part of their military very far away from their empire. And it's going to remain that far away for a while because they're going to have success. The Zulu are probably going to be destroyed here. Unless, of course, which I think is actually more likely, the AI will probably peace out prematurely, which happens all the time. That's what I'm thinking might happen more likely. Did they just peace out? No. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Ooh, you got so lucky, Zulu. You got very, very lucky. We also have Poland peacing out with Canada, so Canada's going to be okay, I think, as well. They didn't lose anything. Everything's okay. So yeah, a little bit lack of wars going on now. There's a little bit of a time of peace as of now. I don't expect that to last for very long. That will probably more than likely not last for very long. I'm expecting the Ottomans and the Russians to go after Rome again, which will obviously pull down Germany this time. Poland's going to have a few turns to rebuild, I think. I think Poland will have a few turns to rebuild. This will be a good opportunity for Songhai, this new war. The Ottomans to take over Songhai. Bismarck's launched a sneak attack against somebody else, so maybe it will be Germany going after... Germany might go after Canada. That's going to be too late. Your time to have declared war on Bismarck is pretty much going to be too late. China might be going after Shaka, but Shaka has, I think, done a really good job so far at surviving, at least. Shaka's had a pretty amazing game. He got lucky, I will say, with his peace deal with Germany, but still... Ooh, paratroopers now being built by the Ottomans. That might be interesting, especially considering that the Ottomans control Rome. They can drop some troops off in that Roman capital. The former Roman capital, now just called Rome, of Ottoman territory or whatever you want to call it. Bismarck has completed the Pentagon. Yes, the Pentagon. And there is a big, big force lining up along here. Ooh, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I do not know what's going to happen. This seems like it's going to be a shorter series, though. It seems like that. It depends on what Germany does. It also depends. I mean, there's still room for teams to catch up. I think there's still a good amount of room for teams to catch up. The thing is, the northeast of this map never consolidated. That's kind of a problem. If China needed to remain in power, but China didn't. China should have. I mean, I guess they still can possibly. Yep, there it goes. This is it. This right here is pretty much almost for the game, nearly. So we're gonna see them launch a huge attack against. Ooh, the Ottomans did in fact take over. No. The African powers took that over. Songhai took that Medina away from the Ottomans. That's crazy. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, so the repeal of Canada and repeal of scholars and residents. This is it right here. The Ottomans are looking weaker than ever before. We have Germany probably going to take over everything the Polish have. Best case scenario, yeah, and Rome is too powerful as well. So yeah, it looks like we're only going to be going to turn 500 for this campaign. I think so. Hey, the paratroopers are being dropped off. But the Romans have certainly... I think the fact that they rebuilt such a big military, that's the thing that we're underestimating. Yeah, Germany was powerful, but I think the thing that will hurt the world the most... Ooh, they took that back. Yeah, is the fact that it was actually Augustus that had rebuilt his military quite quickly, as well as he had the technology advantage, probably because of the help from Germany. This is a reason why, if we do TSL Europe, or TSL World, whatever it might be, this is why I don't think they should be next to each other. This is why we need to keep them, I think, on the opposite ends of the world. Because, ooh, so this might help, technically, it might help the Polish a little bit. Because now Canada can distract Germany. We saw Canada have a lot of success previously. Ooh, now the natives being declared. We'll keep an eye on this. It's still possible. I mean, even the Mayans maybe could benefit from the fall of someone like Russia. Russia will be, I think, the one that survived the longest. China still. See, right now the Incas, I think the Incas' biggest problem is that they've been too distracted. Ooh, there is a race right here for Kingston. Or not a race, but there's a... China might be taking over Kingston. Yep, boom. I think maybe just either it's too much rough terrain or what, but the AI's targeting system in the northeast has been the biggest problem here of why it's never really consolidated. For some reason, the Inca, they all go after the same cities. And that's been an issue. Okay, so Canada is going to threaten Germany, at least a little bit. But if Warsaw falls and Lodz falls, then this city will fall. Man, it's kind of over. Songhai I didn't think was going to provide this much pressure at all. That was also a big shock. We have China playing against America. And they're... Ooh, you got lucky again. So this isn't technically over then. That's a big deal. That peace deal is huge. Although it's still potentially bad because if Canada falls here, that's still more cities. I don't think it's as bad. It's way worse if the Polish get knocked out of the game. Canada wasn't really going to have a shot either way. Uh-oh. There goes nukes for Germany. And that is gonna be... That's gonna be bad for Canada. We'll watch this. Canada is also kind of defending Ottawa right now. Not sure if they're under siege from anybody else. Not sure if they're at war with China. They might be. Boom. Busan's been taken. So the Zulu are losing things quite fast. But the thing is, I think, yeah, the Inca are also distracted by Eastern Asia. So they took back this city from Canada, which is a big deal. And they're going to launch a huge attack. Canada, I think, is done. I think Canada is done. But we'll see. Still lots of things that might happen with the fall of a few nations. It could really kind of, I think, totally alter the AI's like targeting system, what cities they go after, and like so. If Canada falls, then maybe Eastern Asia. I'm sorry, the Eastern Hemisphere will have a better time at consolidating. I think that's very possible. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to stop right there. Let's see what happens in this turn. We'll see if the Ottomans have any success with Songhai, but I don't think they will. And Russia's going to have like their third attempt to take over the Mayan capital. They need this. They need to take it over, but I don't think they will. And that's that. There's a lot of wonders in this city, and there's a lot of potential power. These are big, heavily populated cities. It's one of your last chances. Team 3 is now about almost 1,000 points ahead. So anyways, guys, I'm going to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time.